Good morning, good afternoon, good night. We're going to talk about divine light. We're going to do a quarterly reading for the earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. We're going to do this as a collective reading, so please take what resonates and leave what does not. I'm going to do a quick little opening here. If you want to take a deep breath with me. Hi, Spirit. Please allow me to be an open channel for the earth signs here, Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. I ask that you allow me to be an open channel for them and allow any divine messages to come through here. I ask this with all good to all and no harm to none. I ask this with love and light. Thank you. So, earth signs, we are stumbling over our words here. I feel like we're tripping over our thoughts. It's kind of feeling a little hectic in my brain, like a little scattered. I don't know if that's how you're feeling here. Earth signs, we're going to talk about April, May, and June here since it is a quarterly reading. So let's get 2 cards for April. Here's one. One more, please, Spirit, for April. Okay. So we have for the month of April, card number 38, the mind, and then card number 28, compassion. So the mind did come out in reverse here. I think our third eye is blocked. Earth signs, it's kind of feeling like your third eye, your openness, imagination, flexibility, and learning is in reverse. So it's definitely blocked. Spirit's requiring you to have more compassion here, caring, empathy, acceptance, and gentleness. I think you're so stuck in your head. Here, so this is April. Okay. Let's get May. 2 cards for May. There's one, family. One more for May. Okay, thank you. So the 2 cards for May that came out was card number 2, family, and card number 41, intuition. Family is bringing belonging, community, culture, and tribe. And then intuition is bringing trust, insight, awareness, and guidance. Family did come out in reverse here, so it looks like maybe in May we might be struggling with our sense of belonging, maybe the community that we surround ourselves with. It could even be our home life. It doesn't feel like the home though. All right, let's get June. 2 cards for June, please. For our earth signs, June. One more for June. All right, one more pass through. One more card, please, for June. Earth signs. One wants to come out. What is going on, Spirit? There it is. So the 2 cards that came out for June were 45, intelligence, and card number 26, connection. Intelligence brings education, knowledge, perception, and flexibility. And then connection brings universal oneness, love, interconnection, and support. So let's go back to April. Okay, so this is what your quarter is going to look like. The overall energy at the bottom of the deck was card number 35, creativity. This talks about imagination, expression, originality, and passion. I think we're lacking passion, and that's what's affecting our creativity. Going to April with the mind and compassion here, I think we're just we've picked up on a lot of energies, and we're forgetting like our spiritual our spiritual side. Earth signs, it kind of feels like maybe our heart chakra is waking up, but we're using our feelings more rather than our mind. So we're getting out of our head and we're starting to use our heart. That's a good thing. I think spirit is there's like a mirroring effect here with this mind, body, soul type of thing. Right? We have 38 and 28. Like there's this some sort of mirror or reflection happening here. You're opening up your heart chakra, getting out of your head, learning to tap into more acceptance and empathy, acceptance of the self and acceptance of others. Acceptance of others will lead to empathy and you feeling more flexible. That's one of the points here with the mind. Flexible with your way of thinking. Some of you earth signs might be super traditional in the way that you think, and with the direction that our world is going in, I think it's testing you, and you're so used to being in this state of judgment toward others that it's forcing you to be more open and flexible and accept not only yourself but the people around you. You know, there's a saying that we are all mirrors of each other. So what you don't like in another person could be reflecting back at you. You know, going back to that saying of like pointing fingers. When you point a finger at someone, you have 3 pointing back at you. Start looking at what someone is doing or reflecting back at you that you need to heal. Things that you might not like or agree that you're doing or have been doing, it's time to release it. Okay? Learning how to start feeling and provide more gentleness, not only for yourself, but toward others in the month of April. Moving on to May, we have family and intuition. So with family in reverse, it's not really giving like family, like direct family. It's giving more like tribe, like community. So a lot of us are lacking it, and it's because we're not trusting that we're being guided to these groups that are meant for us. I think that some of you earth signs might have gone through a lot of like hermiting, or you've been shelled in for so long that that's what's causing this card to be in reverse. You're starting to be driven. Your intuition is calling you toward these like sense of belongings, these groups, this type of community for you. But don't resist it. I do feel a little bit of resistance here. Don't be afraid. I think that's what it is. It's not resistance, it's just fear. So May, it's time to break out of your shell. Start to just, move past that uncomfortability. And then going into June with intelligence and connection, maybe you did find those groups. Maybe you found the groups that in May you were struggling to find, and in June you started to feel more, connected, more in unison with the support system that's around you, earth signs. Maybe you even are deep diving into education or more knowledge. I'm getting more spiritual knowledge. Maybe some of you are actually going back to school for something, but I'm getting more spiritual knowledge. There's a lot of purples here, so you're definitely connecting to like your crown chakra. You're opening up your heart, but with this family card in reverse, you're lacking that balance or grounding. All right, so let's get a more clarity here. We'll start with the month of April. So let's get 2 cards, Spirit, for the month of April, please. 2 cards. Too many. 2 cards for April for our Earth sign Spirit, please. I'll take all of them. So we have intuition in reverse. Trust your inner guidance and make confident decisions. Oh, there we go. And then quiet strength. Find power in stillness. waiting for the right moment to act. And then brave heart. Face the world with fearlessness, breaking through all boundaries with courage. All right, so excuse my dogs. Give me a second. Give me a second. So in April, I think in April you're going inward to find the strength, okay? This is you coming out of April, but there's something that you're going through in the month of April that's getting you to this point. So I don't know if your intimate relationships in April, earth signs, are testing you. I don't know if your uncomfortability with your personal goals, where you're at in your life, is just pushing you to the point where you're having to go inward and make decisions for yourself, things that are going to be beneficial for your own personal life. Yeah. But you're also not connecting with the divine here. With intuition in reverse, it's like almost like you're trying to make decisions for yourself as if you're the one calling the shots. Okay, it's great if you believe that, but you're going to be very much humbled at the end of it when spirit pushes you back on your butt and forces you to get back up and takes you down a road that is best for you and was predestined for you, rather than the road that you took upon yourself. Okay, I'm kind of getting stubborn energy here. Yeah, I feel resistance. Like, you know what needs to be done spiritually, but you're fighting it. And this could be for some of you. Again, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, take what resonates and leave what does not. I hope you are finding some divine messages here, clarity. But I do want to move on to May. Let's get some clarity for the month of May for our earth sign, please. I'll take this one. One more card. How about that? One more card for the month of May, earth sign. Please. Take that. Alright. So the two cards that came out here was rooted in courage. Find strength in challenges, like deep roots standing firm in the storm. Alright, this came out in reverse. And then we have timeless truth. Draw from the wisdom of past experiences to connect with your inner timeless truths. This also came out in reverse. Yeah, I think some of you in the month of May have this family card in reverse because you've gone through some things that caused you to not trust or have issues with trust, especially when it comes down to like your beliefs. I think your upbringings have really affected your perception on reality, on your perception on how to understand relationships. This rooted in courage. I feel like you're okay. Earth signs, you're like forcing yourself to be courageous because it's something that you weren't necessarily taught when you were younger, and it's caused a lot of trauma and issues because you've been taken advantage of. So with this timeless truth clarifying the intuition card, it's like you're like an old soul that has gone through some stuff, and your soul remembers. You might not remember everything, but your soul remembers that you've been hurt and burnt in the past. So earth signs, proceed with caution here in the month of May. You're going to be going, in April, you're going to be going through a lot of deep healing. And it feels like it's causing a lot of traumas to start to resurface here. And you're questioning not only your reality, but you're starting to question like your belief system and how that belief system started to come about. Okay, so it's like you're breaking the pillars, your foundation, so that you can recreate it for yourself. You're going through like a renovation, it feels like, in the month of May. All right, let's get a couple cards here for June. Okay, thank you. That was quick. All right, so leap forward, overcoming obstacles along the way. That card came out in reverse, however. And then inner strength. Tap into your inner power and stay strong in adversity, using resilience to overcome challenges. Give me just a second, please. Sorry about that. All right, so yeah, some of you are going to be so stuck in your head when Spirit is testing you to make a decision. I think that you're gonna find yourself in a predicament where you're gonna have to make a really tough decision for your overall betterment. Like these two cards here with intelligence and connection, I feel like this is your energy. This is your goals. This is you wanting to feel like you're a part of something bigger. You're making a bigger difference than what you're currently making, or what you feel like you're currently making. But with this leap card in reverse, it's like you're hesitating to take that leap of faith. You trust, but not really, because there's that trauma there that's resurfacing. And it's Spirit trying to test you, saying like, I know you've been burnt in the past, but do you trust me to have your back? Like, if you trust in me and you trust that I have a bigger plan for you and that I know where I'm taking you, and even though I'm not sharing, the layout, I'm not sharing the map with you, that you trust that I'm taking you somewhere that's for your overall betterment. But you're hesitating. And Spirit wants you to cultivate the inner strength in you to remind yourself that you can you can take in a lot of pressure. You can go through a lot of changes. You can go through a lot of adversity, and you're very resilient. But it's time to use that resilience to overcome those challenges and stop reserving that resilience for a rainy day. Now is the rainy day. Now is the time to use it. It's time to get out of your comfort zone and start exploring. This is the overall energy here from the bottom of the deck. Brave exploration of the unknown expands your horizons. So you really don't know what's on the other side of here, earth signs, but Spirit is testing you. Like, do you trust me? Do you trust that I have your back? Are you going to take that leap of faith? Are you ready to take that leap of faith? Because there's not going to be another time like this. All right, closing message for the earth signs here, please. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, closing message. Thank you. Bottom of the deck, we have card number 39, the Alchemist. Empowerment, pain, and sorceress. It says, oh, I don't break that easy. Not anymore. Instead, I use things as fuel. Yeah. Your Spirit wants you to use all this pain, like, to create something. Spirit wants you to take a leap of faith. Okay? Take a leap of faith. And use this pain, use whatever, pain that you're feeling, and create something with it, okay? Just, it's almost like it's going to be your self-expression. You're going to be getting out of your comfort zone, or Spirit is testing you to get out of your comfort zone. So the overall closing message here for the whole reading is card number 26, the Mirror. self-reflection, writer, big picture. Ooh, look, writer. That's funny that I just said creativity, huh? And to use your pain to fuel you. Yeah, it's time to look in the mirror. You have so much beautiful energy and strength in you. It's time to use that strength to stop playing like that woe is me card and to fuel you, to create something, write something, share. All right? Take a leap of faith and trust that the universe has your back. All right, Earth signs, this is what I have for you today. If you found any divine messages in here helpful, I'd love to hear from you. Give a like to support the channel and allow us to grow in a spiritual safe place here. Maybe even share the video or leave a comment. I'd love to hear, what journey you are on and what messages that you took here. So I'm going to close out today's message with love and light. Namaste. Bye.